Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vasudevaya.
Hare Krishna.
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayat Nasta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Harivam Tatsat. Thank you very much for joining. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1. Many verses are there glorifying Lord Balaram. कृतवान् किल कर्माणि सह रामेण केशव अतिमत्यानि भगवान् गूढा कपटमानुष. From chapter 1, canto 1, creation, verse number, I think, 19 or 20, where Lord Krishna, Lord Balaram's activities are being glorified. The incarnation of Krishna Balaram is being glorified. Kritavan kila karmana saha Ramen, along with Lord Balaram, Lord Baladev, Lord Balabhadra, Nityananda Balaram, as they appeared with Lord Krishna, to perform superhuman acts. Saha Ramen, Atimatyani, superhuman. Atyani Bhagavan, Guda Kapa Manusha. Seemingly, people will not be able to recognize them as Supreme Personality of Godhead. Different people may think differently. So to understand that, and we'll go through pastimes also. Let us offer prayers, then we'll connect Lord Balram's in terms of Tattva very quickly from Chaitanya Sikshamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Sri Prabhupada also mentions, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also mentions this in Sikshamrita and other places, Jaiva Dharma, few other places this has been mentioned. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Prabhupada is speaking this as well, so that we broadly understand. And many conversations Prabhupada had with his disciples, and in his letters, Sri Prabhupada is writing about Lord Balaram, his form specifically, as well as color also specifically, he has written in one letter answering a question to his disciples. And then we'll understand. Generally, we know Lord Balaram has killed 2 demons, but there are more than that. There are additional 2 or 3 demons. And then now there is another demon. We'll see how much we can cover. It's endless glories, despite covering, because he is serving in so many aspects. So we'll not go into the pastime of the story of these, but we'll extract the essential instructions. So let us start with prayers, and it is also there in the Dasavatar verse. You can pick up also prayers are there. The Namaste Halada Grama, Namaste Moshalayada. From that also you can pick up and speak in different ways. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnanjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Grim Yatkrupatamham Vande Sri Gurum Janatarin Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyeswaram Vancha Kalpatarubdasya Kripa Sindhubhaivacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Ananta Kodi Vaishnavanda ki jai, Namacharya Das Thakur ki jai, Pradhaja ki jai, Vandada Tulsimani ki jai, Giridhar Govardhan ki jai. प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
Krishna
कृष्णा
Krishna
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare.
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama
राम
Hare Rama Rama
हरे हरे
Rama Hare Hare.
श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्ते रूप गोस्वामी रूपाद की जय श्रीपाद की जय इसका वर्तमान गुरु वृंद की जय और भक्तों की जय. Happy Balaram Jayanti in advance. Please prepare your consciousness. Do the sankalpa today at the temple or in your heart or in the home in front of Tulsi Maharani, in front of the deity, spiritual master. and see what you want to do tomorrow, how you want to serve, how you want to submit, what services you want to do. And so many ways you have to contemplate. This is the day. After hearing it, it will be very nice if we can submit and offer ourselves at the lotus feet of our Acharya Parampara all the way up to Lord Balaram. And then after the festival also, we should submit back because everything goes back. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanastu. So everything goes back to Guru and Gauranga. Whatever we do is meant for their pleasure. So that is the best way one can serve. So we'll begin with Lord Balaram is the first expansion, as we know. Swayam Prakash is Swayam Prakash is Lord Balaram. There are Lord Krishna has many energies, and that principle energies are three or one energy. Let us say one energy. It's called Swarup Shakti, or in some places called Chit Shakti. That energy is being divided into three categories. First one is called object of component, Prabhava. Then the next component is called influence, Vibhava. Then that transforms into Anubhava. So the Prabhava aspect is, as we all know, Sat Chit Ananda is there. But before that, there's Maya Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and what is that? Internal portals. Maya Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Antaranga Shakti. Yeah. So those are the three energies of the Prabhava in terms of the object of component. And then that further boils down to Vibhava, which transforms into this Kriya Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti. We'll come to the next who holds what. Ultimately, everything holds by Lord Krishna, but he's delegating these specific potencies and energies and power to different personalities. At least we cover the main ones. There are many, 16 in Akrura's pastime. That is mentioned there is more elaborate, but broadly, these are the three energies. So, Kriya Shakti, Gnana, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti. And then that transforms into Sandhini, Samvit, Radhini. This is Anubhava. So Prabhava, Vibhava, Anubhava. We have Antaranga Icha, original Swarup Shakti or Icha Shakti is um, transformed into Icha. Antaranga Shakti, Antaranga Shakti is belong to the Lord, and Bairanga Shakti is external energy, material manifestation, and then Jiva Shakti, we are the Jivas. So this way, and then that is coming to the Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti, and Icha Shakti. Icha Shakti means desiring. And Kriya Shakti means creation, work. And that is held by Lord Balaram, Kriya Shakti. Gnana Shakti holds by Lord Vasudeva, Lord Krishna's first expansion, Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram's another next expansion is Vasudeva, Sankrishna, Pradyumna, Anuruddha. That Vasudeva. Mm, Sankrishna, Pradyumna, Anuruddha. Sankrishna is for ego, so all these are, and then Pradyumna is intelligence, Aniruddha is for mind, Vasudeva is for consciousness. In this case, knowledge, Gnana Shakti is held by Vasudeva. So and then Kriya Shakti, which is the creation of the material world, spiritual, the existential potency. So that is it transforms into this Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Gnana Shakti. That transforms into the next level. That is Anubhava, the last third category, which is called Sadamse Sandhini. Uh, you pay the attention because sometimes this confusion. Radhini, everybody will remember. Always we get confused with Samvit and Sandhini. Who holds what? Who does what? So if you remember this Sat Amse Sandhini. Sat existential potence is Sandhini is Lord Balaram holds. Because how do you remember? You remember the who is the source of this material world creation? Three Purushas. Who is the source of that? And who is holding the universes? Ananta. Who is holding the spiritual world? Serving mainly Sesha. Who is expansion? That is Lord Balaram's expansion. So from that you can understand that Lord Balaram specifically is taking care of this Sandhini, Sadamse Sandhini, existential potency. If something is existing, that is because of Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram is serving Lord Krishna as servitor Godhead. We mentioned Sevaka Bhagavan is He's serving directly in many ways, and he's also facilitating everybody else through many Mahajanas, including Lord Shiva. All our Acharya Parampara, many Sampradayas, so many ways. So that's why that we have Sadamse Sandani, Chidamse Sambit, and the Hladini. These are the three. So these three are in the spiritual world, and it transforms here. That means Sadamse Sambit. That Sambit means existential potency there in the spiritual world. But by the time when it comes is perverted, then it becomes temporary. Mm, People will not be able to understand what is this of my existence. Everybody is looking for temporary existence, trying to be situated in the temporary existence and enjoying it and satisfying it and so on, goes on lifetimes. But when it goes to the true reality, then it is in the spiritual, that is full samvit. Same thing with the Sandhani. Sat Amse Sandhani, existential potency. Creation of the material world, spiritual world, everything. That is Lord Balaram. It's always there, but just to for the sake of understanding. And then this is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you can see Sadam says and then this exact word. Chaitanya Charitamrita, you will look at fourth chapter and fifth chapter. Four chapter 64, 65, 66, 67. Those verses, 3, 4 verses are explaining confidential reading with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then if we want to understand how can you say that Lord Balaram is no difference between Krishna and Balaram, then you have to refer to chapter 5, verse number I think 5 and 6. So Sarva Avatar Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. So then, yeah, Lord Balaram is his first expansion and is only two bodies, one form but two bodies. So, in one sense, no difference. And Krishna Prabhupada explains that only color difference. What is the exact color? Prabhupada says, whitish milk and then with a bluish tinge on it. Prabhupada writing, somebody asked, a disciple asked, and then Prabhupada replied, exact color. Milkish white and with a bluish tinge. It's not exactly white, it's not exactly blue. So this is the exact color. Because he can see it because he's directly in touch with the Supreme Lord, so he can say. Mm. Anyway, so the Sadam says Samvit, existence of then Chit. Chit means knowledge always. Full knowledge, cognition of knowing who is and who is Supreme Lord. That whole thing is coming from the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna is holding this Samvit Shakti. Knowledge, full knowledge of everything. So, and then that transforms here as material knowledge when it comes here. But when it is perfected through the Acharya Guru Parampara, then you come to the reality. So, these all three together, when one is in the Sambit, what is the essence of Sambit? So, is one comes to the full understanding and then one comes to Visuddha Sattva, pure existence. Right now, temporary existence under ignorance, past, and goodness is also a problem. But when one comes to the full pure existence, then he is situated in Visuddha Sattva. 4323, Lord Shiva is mentioning. This is quoted in many, many different places throughout Sri Prabhupada's lectures and Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Sattvam, Visuddha Sattvam, Vasudeva Sabditam. Lord Shiva is situated because few devotees following Lord Balaram, Lord Ram. So, that's why. Mm. So, that is what the essence of Sambit, essence of Sambit. Then essence of essence of Sambit, that is Lord Krishna is holding this Sambit Shakti is knowledge, full of knowledge. Uh, Getting the Satam says Sandhini, existential is Lord Balaram holding the existential potential. That is the essence of that is understanding the pure, come to the pure existence. Visuddha Sattva. And then Sandhini, Sambit, essence of Sambit is full knowledge. So by that, then he will be aware of himself and he will be aware of the Supreme Lord. He can act. I mean, full knowledge, full revelation. So that will be the essence. And the third one is Ladini is delegated to Srimati Radharani. Ladini is that everybody will know. Here, that same thing is transformed to Durga Devi in material world. Here, it's contaminated, perverted reflection. Then it's Nirananda. There, it's Ananda. It's Nirananda. Mm. So Ananda Simanaya Nirananda Durujaya. So if you chant the holy name, so by taking shelter of Lord Balaram, that also will come to those two demons. So one has to endeavor a lot. Then Lord Balaram will give his mercy. So in this way, we can understand in terms of the energy, in terms of tattva also, tattva vichar, Krishna tattva. So Lord Krishna, how is facilitating, because it's another way our Acharya is explained. Lord Krishna plays the flute, but can you hear the flute sound? No, you can't hear it. He's playing, but you can hear? No. But since we are not able to hear, Srimad Radharani can hear. And so, who is facilitating to hear that flute sound? Lord Brahma could hear it. He was initiated by that. Lord Balaram comes into picture to facilitate us, to remove this ignorance, darkness, passion, goodness, everything, all condition. Yasamo, Atma, Triguna, Atma. Lord Balaram plays that role, Guru plays that role to remove this darkness, ignorance, and everything, all the six anarthas, false ego. Then one can actually hear the Lord Krishna's flute sound when we come to the Krishna Prema stage from Madhav Sraddha to Krishna Prema stage. That's the Lord Balaram plays key role. Even the flute is Lord Balaram's expansion, we've been told by our acharyas. So he is playing very many roles in this way. So Lord Balaram is first action Sevaka Bhagavan. Seva Bhagavan is Lord Krishna. Color Lord Krishna is blackish blue, Megasyam, and Lord Balaram is white, milky white with bluish tinge. This is how we understand. He is called Balabhadra, he is called Baladeva, he is Balarama, and he has been, when he is born as seventh child to Devaki and Vasudev, then he is born transported to mother Rohini Mata, Vasudev's wife, there because of Kamsa's fear was there in the Gokul. So then Sankarshan was a transport, that is called Sankarshan. Gargacharya was explained. Why is called Balaram is because he is full of strength. Nobody. Nayam Atma Balahine na medaya na srutaya. Yeah. Nayam Atma Pravachanena na labhya. One cannot understand Atma Tattva, spirit, soul, and the relation to Supreme Lord without going through Balaram's power, the knowledge, strength, everything. One has to extract it from Lord Balaram. Spiritual master is the representative of Lord Balaram. All our parampara acharyas. So that much significant. Lord Balaram is playing this particular role. In that way, we understand the form. We understand all his expansions. We already explained. He's serving as Santaras, Dasiras. Dasiras is serving. So is massaging the legs of the Lord Krishna. Sakyaras is playing with Lord Krishna regularly every day. So Vatsal does sometimes is elderly. Means you console and you do. So you take care of, just like Yasodhama is taking care of the child, Lord Krishna, Lalla. So like that, Lord Balaram also takes care like that in Vatsal Ras. And Madhur Ras, he plays as Ananga Manjari, as I told other day. He is serving to massage the lotus feet as elder brother, he cannot do that. He realized that in Lakshmana, as Lakshmana also. As soon as Lord Ramchandra got married, he couldn't serve in the same way intimately as he served before. So that he reflected on that. So now let me become elder brother. Even then he had a problem. Then he had to become as Ananga Manjari, expand himself to serve the Lord. One disciple asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, is Lord Balaram also does like Lord Krishna? I know he performs Ras Leela. Is it exactly like Lord Krishna? He said. Prabhupada said, no. Yes, Lord Krishna can expand 16,108 and then, yes, Lord Balaram performs Ras Leela. Lord Krishna generally performs Kartik time. Lord Balaram performs in March, April. But his Ras Leela is little different from Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is in full he plays much more variegatedness. He can expand those many billions of gopis, billions of ways. So he can do that. So that is supremely powerful, supremely attractive. That's why he's called Venukara. He is both are cowherd boys, but generally when Prabhupada is asked, Lord Krishna is actual cowherd boy, Lord Balaram is called plow boy. In another place, Prabhupada explains Jagannath is called Chakradhari, Lord Krishna is called Sudarshan Chakra is holding, but Balaram is called Haladhari, is plow, because to till the land, to fertile the land, that is land is this place of action is land, Kshetra, and 13th chapter, Kshetragnayor. The Kshetra is a land, not only land, it's place of action, wherever, it's body. We, the living entity, is taking this gross body. So that Lord Balaram is sitting, is helping to, if you accept and surrender to spiritual master, Lord Balaram shelter if you take, then he can till nurture and fortify it and remove the anarthas. Then now we'll come to that past tense or third tense. Anyway, we have come to that point. So the two demons specifically important. Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains about these demons, various anarthas. One is Dhenukasur. Before this pastime, this is in 67th chapter, I think, in Canto 10, 67 or earlier. I think earlier. This is earlier. 67 is Vividha Gorilla. Earlier chapter, some 40s or something. Dhenukasur, Lord Krishna glorifies as both are walking in with the Sri Dham, Stover Krishna, and Subhal, or one more. They're walking in with cohort boys, and then Lord is glorifying. Lord Krishna is glorifying Lord Balaram. See, oh my elder brother, how these trees are bending towards you, touching your lotus feet, how the deers are coming to you. They're all, every one of them are offering respects to you. So beautiful verses are there in that particular before this Dhenukasa pastime happens. I can understand Lord Krishna glorifying Lord Balaram. So they are there. Dhenukasur is explained. Dhenukasur is the demon who is representing, is a son of Bali Maharaj. So that's why Lord Krishna couldn't kill him because he is called donkey, like jackass foolishness, mode of ignorance, are working too hard, overburdening, over collecting, over endeavoring in this world. That kind of so this demon Dhenuka, so Dhenu means as demon, is sitting on the Talavan forest in Vrindavan, one of the forest, and taking all the tal fruits are beautiful, fragrant, smelling. We have tasted it in India. Here it's hardly available. Beautiful fruits and smell, fragrant taste everywhere, everything. So the cowed boys ask Krishna and Balaram, see this demon has captured everywhere. We can't take this fruit. We can't eat. This demon and demon's friends. So Agasur. Then Kasur and then Kasur friends. See if we can do something. You both are mighty brothers, Ram Ram Mahabaho, Krishna Nirbarahana. This verse is there in that particular chapter. You are the greatly powerful. That's why it's called Baladev. You are the divine, powerful personality. That's why it's called Baladev. Balabhadra because you are divine and you are supremely. You can protect someone. Bhadra, you are supremely auspicious and supremely powerful. That's why it's called Balabhadra. Each name has different meaning. As Baladeva, as Balabhadra, Balarama, and full of pleasure also. Ramanto Yogana Ananta Satyananda Siddharth Ram Padenaso Param Brahma Viditi. Rama means intense pleasure, full of pleasure. He's always enjoying his pastimes, Lord Balram. As through he goes to the pilgrimage also in 76th chapter. So he's enjoying his pastimes, or he's performing Rasalila, or he's serving as Ananta or Sesha, or as so many Sakyaras, Santaras, Dasiras, Vatsalras, Madhuras. In every rasa, he is enjoying his bliss. He's in bliss. He's serving as Lakshmana is enjoying bliss, as elder brother Balaram is enjoying bliss, or Rajendra Nandana Hoy Sachisuta Hoilo, Balaram Hoilo Nitai. Narottam Das Thakur is telling this. Papi Tapi Uddhara Harinama. So Sankirtan. So he has come, Lord Nityan Balram. There also, in Navadvip Dham, when Lord Balram came, he saw a demon called Mayasur. This has been explained. This is in the bank of Jalangi River on one of the side, eastern side, western side. So Maya Marri, the place called. This is where this Mayasur was killed. Everybody approached Lord Balaram and told this demon is harassing. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing now the Mahatya, this particular pastime about the Lord Balaram killing this Mayasur demon. So Lord Balaram is always facilitating the service and removing the unwanted things and helping people to come to practice their loving devotion service to the Supreme Lord. Is always facilitated. So the Dhenukasur is represent this jackalish foolishness. That means we have to give up this tendency. Lord Balaram is not going to remove. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is writing. He can only remove the anarthas when one is seriously want to remove, come out of this foolish mentality or working too much, overburdened like the ass mentality or ignorance of the knowledge. So one has to sincerely every day, one has to pray and one has to chant the holy name and pray that I want to come out of this. So then Lord will do. So then Lord Balaram and Krishna walked in as they told, yes, no problem. So Lord Balaram went there, and so this Dhenuka, he already, as soon as he went, he shake the hands like a huge sound. So Lord Balaram was so mighty. He did that, then Dhenukasura was became mad. Who is this? Come to my place and trying to do this. Then he came and he hit him with hind legs as jump because he has always used the legs. So Lord Balaram didn't say anything first time. The second time he did, and this time he took it and revolved around and threw it. Then he lost his life and he fell down. Big trees fell down. And all his friends also came. Both of them, Krishna and Balaram took now all of them, threw it, and all the trees fell. So many tall fruits. And Krishna and Balaram, all his cohort boyfriends, enjoyed like anything. So that we, Balaram is called plowboy because he's a Karshaka. It is called Karshana. You will see that. That's why it's called Sankarsana. Ego also, gravitation for real ego, servant of Lord Krishna. That is proud in that capacity. But when it transforms here, it becomes false ego, gravitation. But the Karshan there means is taking the plow. That with the plow also you have two pastimes. One pastime is Hastinapur, and Duryodhana was so proud of their abilities. That is representing what? Representing second demon. Then Kasuru asked demon, that foolishness we have to remove ourselves. Lord Balaram is not going to remove. Only these two demons, if you remove ourselves, endeavor to remove it, really desiringly wanted to come out, then Lord Balaram will help from all other anarthas. But these two anarthas, individual jiva has to work so hard to get out. Then Lord Balaram will help. If one is not realizing this, then Lord Balaram cannot remove this. It will stay as is. That is next is Pralambasur. Pralambasur is representing puja, pratishtha, distinction, adoration, and a business mentality. Mm, yeah, what can I get? So profit, adoration, distinction, puja, pratishtha, labha, and then main thing is attraction for the opposite sex, lust. These four represent. So these four things one has to endeavor seriously, desiring, praying, every day, chant nicely. Then Lord Balaram will help. Tomorrow is that day, and today is that day. Taking that sankalpa, praying sincerely desiring it, sincerely want the help of Guru, Gauranga, and sadhus, and Lord Balaram. So that is Pralambasura. Pralambasura is representing because he appeared as a cohort boy. He just joined with them. They both are fighting, playing with each other. Whoever loses, then they have to carry. So in this case, Krishna's party lost. So Banu carrying Vrishabhanu, Vrishabha. Then another devotee carrying Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna was carrying another because he lost. Lord Krishna was carrying another devotee, another cohort boy. And then this Pralambasura carrying Lord Balaram. He thought Lord Krishna is very powerful. Lord Balaram, okay, not a big deal. Then as I took, felt so heavy. Then he couldn't contain himself. Then he showed his own form. Lord Balaram, who's this? How did he become like this? I thought he was a coward boy. Then immediately realized and he just put with his fist, just gave one shot, that's it, finished. And demon was finished. But he is representing because he is in the previous life, the Dhenukausar was Bali Maharaj's son. Because he was Bali Maharaj, already nursing, they already gave benefit. 21 generation will be liberated. Lord Krishna cannot kill. In this case, that benediction was given. So nursing is Lord Krishna's expansion. So Lord Krishna only coming. Lord clearly also puts that word also, Krishna's word in his prayers also, not only as nursing Dev. So for that specific pastime, Lord as nursing Dev he has to come. So that's in another books, Laghu Bhagavatamrita, written by Rupa Goswami. It talks about Para Avastha Avatar. Krishna, Rama, Narasimha. These three are out of all the incarnations are at the different level than all other incarnations. Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, and so you can include Balaram, and so already there. So and then Lord Narasimha. So that's why their exhibition of pastimes. All others may be small, little, but their glories, their pastimes will be wide. So many varieties, so many flavors, much more extensive than others. Anyway, so the Pralambasur so act as a coward boy, and then Lord Balaram showed that these four, it represent these four anarthas. One anartha. These five anarthas, one has to, Jiva has to try very hard, recognize it and pray for it, try to endeavor not to do that. I mean, these are bad things. We should not try to do those things, engage in those things. Then, when Lord Balaram sees it, spiritual master sees it, their mercy, Lord Balaram is pleased, then Lord Balaram will help to get out. That's how Bhaktivinoda Thakur, our great Acharya, we are following Bhaktivinoda Dhara. So, Rupa Goswami, followers of Rupa Goswami, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur is coming. He is giving us the direction because he has opened full floodgates. Everything has explained in every way, every detail. And Prabhupada has condensed his whole thing is encyclopedia of all the things in a simple way he presented. Whatever Bhaktivinoda Thakur presented and his spiritual line Guru Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur presented. Prabhupada has condensed it for us in different books he has given. So all the details, whatever we need to know. So these two pastimes are the main key pastimes significant for a spiritual practitioner as devotee. Then Lord Balaram also killed Dvivida gorilla. 1 minute, my charge is going. 1 minute. Saket, bring the charger immediately from downstairs. Charger. My charge is over here. I'm giving class. Bring the charger. Yes, from downstairs. Sorry. Okay. Dvivida gorilla. And then Mayasura I already explained. There is one more. Balwala. Balwala is when Lord Balaram is killing the what is it, Saroma Harshan Suta. At that time, after that, Balwala demon was told by these sages, why did you kill Roma Harshan Suta? He was our priest. He was the one who's teaching us. So then Lord Balaram says, so what do you want me to do? He said, you have to take the pilgrimage and you take bath and the holy places and all. He said, okay, all right, yeah. And I will establish, don't worry, I'll establish his son as a spiritual master. I will empower him. So that's how he became powerful. So the Goswami became a great devotee. He could understand everything in absolute truth. Whatever Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, he could understand everything without a problem. He could speak as is. So at that time, the sage asked, what else? How can I serve? Lord Balaram asked. Yes, there is a demon, Balwala, is coming and putting his pus, urine, everything. Whenever we start sacrifice, new moon day, every time is coming every month and making this nonsense. Please help. So then Lord Balaram goes, a new moon day suddenly comes, and then he tackles him and he kills him. So then everybody was so happy with Lord Balaram, and then Balaram goes on the pilgrimage, Prabhas, many places. The same Prabhas only, and then he gets the message, Krishna and Balaram. This Kurukshetra war, then he meets Bhima and Duryodhana fighting, then he tries to persuade them, stop, both, you can't win. Both of you are, one is in technique, one is in power. Then Lord Krishna is managing it, so he leaves that place, and so Lord Krishna has his own plan, so he doesn't involve there, he knows. So Lord Balram leaves from that place, goes back and in his pastimes. But he went to various pilgrimages, and exactly at the Prabhas, Somnath temple, where Lord Balram lives, ends his pastime. Lord Krishna ends his pastimes also in Gujarat by that hunter releasing arrow, seemingly Brugumani coming in that way. Then he ends his pastimes after the Yadus were killed. And then Lord Balram ends, big snake has come, and sometimes is mentioned as mystic yogic power. And then Lord Balram ended his pastimes in that way. We can understand after this pilgrimage and everything is over, we're talking about. But then the other pastime, other than this, there is not significance was not given in terms of Balwala. What does it mean? Basically, he's creating, he's envious, he's blaspheming, and he's creating disturbance. So that could be there. So in us also, we might be creating roadblocks for others. So those things we should avoid it. Because Lord Balram doesn't like, we told before, he doesn't like the cheating. He doesn't like blaspheming devotees, as he told. He doesn't like disrespect, like Roma Harshan, so that he didn't respect. He want to show the whole world. He doesn't like that. in Jagannath Baldev pastimes also. He doesn't like this proud, pride business or blasphemy. This he doesn't like. Mm, As the Lord Nityananda Balram showed, Ramachandra Khan, Ramachandra Puri, he was also envious. So they're also same thing. Lord Nityananda Balram didn't like the whole village. Not only he finished, the whole village completely. Nobody stayed in that village, deserted because he acted like that, Ramachandra. With the devotees, he acted like that, and then Lord Nityananda Balaram also he acted like that. So consequences will be severe like that. So that's why we have to know what our mood, Acharya's mood, as per Lord Balaram's mood and mission is, what he likes, what he doesn't like. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, the 12th chapter, last 8 verses, what he likes, what qualities he likes. Same way Lord Balaram shows by his past and what he likes, how to serve, and then what qualities that are like by killing Roma just by throwing grass because he didn't. That's why if we are giving class, let's say some Maharaj comes, it is a proper respect. They will say you sit there and give class or something, but it is our duty, proper respect. That is the attitude. You get up, you offer because they are more qualified than us. So that is the attitude. When Sri Prabhupada was there also many times here. Okay, you talk. Somadhananda Prabhu, you give class today in Juhu, he told. Suddenly he was beautiful. Then he sat and gave class. Prabhupada was sitting there and listening. So like that he asked, Revati Ananda Maharaj, you speak. Then you speak, Brahmananda Prabhu, you speak. You will not ask me. Somebody else, everybody was shocked. What will I say? So yes, Prabhupada is training disciples. So, but we have to go in that submissive mood because we are getting all the knowledge and strength, everything from the Acharya Parampara, from the spiritual master and Sadhu and Guru. So that understanding has to be there. That is Lord Balaram is showing pretty much in all these pastimes. So, especially killing of these demons, showing us how to lead, how to properly conduct ourselves while performing bhakti. So, Dvivida Gorilla is another because he is there as brothers, Mainda and Dvivida in Lord Ramachandra's pastimes. That's why, as a devotee, also one may come to Bhava Bhakti, but immediately associate with a devotee like or a person like Narakasur, Bhaumasur. From there, 16,108 queens were abducted. 60,000 queens abducted. The Lord Krishna married them after delivering. So, same, you associate with that person. So, what will happen? That's what will happen. So, that's why we have to associate out of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's key instruction. This what is it? Avaishnava Mukodgirna Otagharikatamritam Sarpochishta Payayata. Don't hear from the those who are Vaishnava. And also Asat Sangatya Yehi Vaishnava Achar. This is another instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's key instruction from Chaitanya Gaur Leela. Many are there, but these are very key. Other one is we already told many times. Ki sayane ki jagrane ki aharne ki jagrane aharne se chanta Krishna. Always while sleeping, while waking up, while eating. Ki yeah. Key bhojane, key sayane, key jagrane. Three different states. That will pretty much 24 by 7. He covered. Always think of Krishna. So, yadi prema sabakar. So, if you have any love for me, then you don't do anything. Arna kahi bhavi bo ana. Don't think of anything else. Just only do this. Bolo Krishna, Vajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Sikha, and then he tells further again. Twice he's enunciating, same thing. Speak Krishna, worship Krishna, and sing about Krishna. So these are the essential instructions of put to. If you summarize the whole Gaur Lila, this comes here in these three prominent. And here, Lord Balaram is also showing when Brahmaharshan Sudharina. The Vida Gorilla by associated with the bad persons, Narakasur, Bhaumasur, then he is also acted like that very, very badly. With even the gopis, Lord Balaram wants to play with at that time this Yamuna Karshan Leela happened. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed that, and that they will explain. So during that time, then Lord Balaram was waited because yes, at least he played, he knows, Lord Balaram knows in Ram Leela. He served, he was a great warrior. He helped Sugriva. He was a minister of Sugriva. I'm forgetting his name. I think minister of Sugriva has the same name, Duvida. I think the same name, Minister of Sugriva. That means he has a wonderful service, he has a wonderful track record. But see what has happened. Just by simply associating with some bad materialistic person, So that's why we have to be always in the association, protected by the association of devotees. We have to protect our bhakti kripa. So otherwise, the implication can be there anytime. Even at the highest level of bhava bhakti, one can fall down. So that will be the problem. So that's why we should be careful. So that's what has happened to Dvida Gurula by this association. Then he was doing all kinds of things. He was going to the sea and creating great havoc, great sounds, big sounds, and creating great havoc for all the living entities in the sea and neighboring places. All the rishis are meditating and so many things is just creating great disturbance. And not only that, when Lord Balaram is playing this pastimes, with the gopis, then he's doing all kinds of, he's showing his back, doing his urinating, all kinds of things. So, as because the ape, what else can they do, especially if they are in the opposite? As a monkeys, what else can they do? So, in Tamo, passion also. So, then Lord Balaram watched and watched. He thought maybe he'll realize. He didn't realize. Then Lord Balaram started fighting with him. Then he took a couple of shots. He threw the stones. He threw the big trees. He's also very strong. He was powerful. That's why he was in Sugriva's army, and he was helping in Ram Lila, in the war against Ravan. So, so that he was powerful. He was fighting. Lord Balram could have done it in one shot, but he also, Lord likes to fight also sometimes. He wants to extend it. Different rasas. Lord Balram adds spice to the rasa. Because Lord Krishna likes to enjoy rasa, various rasas, all rasas. Not just Madhur ras, Sakti Vatsal ras, Shantaras, Dasiras. These are the five primary. Out of five, four are more primary. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is speaking this in Raghupati Upadhyaya and other places, other pastimes. Shanta is not so much considered. Other four are very much considered. And then there are five others, no, seven others. Gauna Rasa it is called. Just like you have Mukhya Naam, Yashoda Nandan, Rajendra Nandan, Shyama Sundar, so Nandanandan. Those are the Mukhya Naams. Bhagavan, Paramatma, Brahman, Parabrahman. These are all Gauna Naam, secondary Naam. So we don't use those because primary Mukhya Naam is where the key. And that's why Hare Krishna Mahamantra has the Mukhya Naam, topmost Naam. Everything is there in that. All the mantras is there. That's what is being given, authorized, and we have to chant that only, not any other mantras. We'll see many places, Bhagavatam. Different acharyas giving different mantras. But what is our duty? We always have to chant. We can chant those verses, but every day what we have to chant is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Other prayers are only additional prayers. We can use it to remember, reflect particular instructions or something, contemplation. But the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the mantra always to be chanted. If you are second initiate, those Gayatri mantra, that also to be chanted. That also cannot be neglected. 3 times a day. If you are by birth also, that also should be done. Especially on Balram Purnima, you do extra. You chant extra. You chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra also extra. So it's a very important day tomorrow, especially understanding and submitting and praying and doing service very submissively. So then when he is pleased, then spiritual master sadhu guru is pleased, then we can actually feel it. You can feel in the heart. What do you call it, in the pudding, they say. So when you eat, then you know you're satisfied, you're happy, like that. So you'll also feel in the heart when you receive the mercy of Lord Balram, Sadhu and Guru's place, you'll feel in the heart. You'll always be blissful, happy throughout your life. Doesn't matter what's going on externally. Internally, one is one. Internally, one is always chanting also. Yes. Avyartha kalatum, namagana sadaruchi, pritito. These things can only happen if we receive the blessings of Lord Balaram, spiritual master, Sadhu Guru. Otherwise, it cannot happen. This is because this is the advanced stage. See, we can be a number of years or we can be beginner, doesn't matter. But if you have received the mercy of Sadhu Guru and Lord Balaram, then one can come to the stage. Otherwise, it's not at all easy to come to that because wasting time is generally regularly done. So, yeah, so that this Lord Balaram is showing he never wasted time. He's always busy in serving the Lord 24/7. So that's also important instruction. So in Divida Gorilla's case, finally Lord Balaram killed, and everybody satisfied. All the demigods showered flowers, and all the gopis. So were happy that Lord Balaram killed. In this way, Lord Balaram is showing in Kurukshetra Lila. You see that how Lord Balaram helped So Duryodhan, because he's compassionate, Lord Shiva is compassionate, our Acharya is compassionate, so Prabhupada is compassionate. This is coming from Lord Balaram. As I told, Lord Krishna is seeing that. I have created this Vibhinamsa. I am Swamsa, Lord Balaram and all the expansion. And Vibhinamsa are Jivas, but they are for my enjoyment. But now they want to enjoy themselves independently. I can't force them. Now, how can I reclaim them? To reclaim them, he devised different plan. Okay, Srimad Radharani is one, Balaram is another one. So okay, now somehow or the other engage them, connect them, reconnect them, revitalize them, revive them, somehow or the other bring them back into the proper consciousness. So Krishna's device because he is the master, supreme master. He has the master plan. We don't know his plans, but he has the plan to execute. But we have to know the desire. We have to follow. He is trying. Lord Krishna is always trying to bring us back, to revive us, to re-strengthen us, revitalize us. So, but we have to take the step to recognize the Haladini pleasure. That's the spiritual master is a combination of Srimati Radharani and combination of Nityan, both power. If Lord Nityananda Balaram is not pleased, then Srimati Radharani is also not pleased. That we have to understand. We may jump towards Srimati Radharani, but when Guru and Lord Nityananda Balaram is not pleased, then she will also be not pleased. So that's why we have to please the Acharya Parampara. So when this is explained after this Sadham say, Sandhani, Chidam says Sambit and Radhani. After this verse you will see that Mahabhava Surupini. Because when one comes to this, all these three, one is in completely in pure state of consciousness, Visuddha Sattva category, then he can come to Prema Bhakti, Prema Bhav. But then out of all of them, the gopis are at the highest level. Out of all of them, Chandravali and Radharani are the topmost. But out of even those two, Mahabhav, only Srimati Radharani has it. So, so that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared to understand, relish, taste the pleasure, all those three things, reasons. In that way, that's why these are explained. So that philosophically you understand, in terms of pastimes you understand Tattva Vichar, Rasa Vichar, you understand the pastimes also significance, what is the essential principles. In this way, Sri Prabhupada is explaining as Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur is explaining, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur is explaining us, so understanding about Lord Balaram's position, his color, his pastimes, what is he indicating through these pastimes. So from all the Leela. So as younger or elder, however, whatever form he may be taking, but he is showing us in these various ways. So I covered what is the time, 7:59. So let us see if anybody has question or comment or corrections. Everybody is on mute. No questions. I'll be surprised. On Lord Balaram, we have no questions.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, I'm driving, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Prabhu.
another question, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. No. Yes. Yes, Prabhu. Okay. Driving. No problem.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I missed the instructions on the fasting for tomorrow. What are we doing for tomorrow?
Lord
What are the
Balaram Jayanti is fasting till noon. So, fast, yeah. One sense, so fasting is at different levels. So, Prabhupada hardly fasted. Means hardly fasted itself. Let me put it that way. Except Janmashtami, I think. So, you can do, you can take fruits when you have half day, so you can fast, no problem. Prabhupada, anyway, every day same schedule. 8:45, 9, only is breakfast, fruits generally. Lunch is at 2 o'clock, 1:32 after his massage and everything. That is lunch. In the evening is hardly only muri or something, light snack. Once in a while, halwa puri, something, halwa and puri or something he took, or sometimes paratha maybe, but generally like that. So his break time is every day is like that. Ekadasi, not Ekadasi, any day. Every day is like that. So even on Nityam appearance day also, yeah, just Prabhupada, you are fasting, right? So we didn't bring it. Where is my breakfast? Where is my prasad? They brought the fruits. So yeah, in your capacity, if you can ideally because we have to chant, we should serve. If you have capacity to fast fully without eating, without drinking water, great, you can do it. without getting upset, angry, and whatnot. Go for it, no problem. But if you are not able to do that, you might as well take something, water, fruits, and then do it. Yeah.
Prabhuji, when it is the Parana time, they say, so can you take a water before the Parana time, or you take fruit, or you cannot take anything?
Yeah, for you, you can take. Those who are anger, there's nothing wrong. If you are doing nirjal, then you cannot take. If you are doing with water, then you can take water because you already took anyway. Till Parna, you can take water because you are already taking water. So in that way, if you are nirjal, but then if you take it, you are already breaking it. So in that way, you cannot take. But if you are not doing nirjal, then you can take water. You can take fruits also. If you are already taking day before, you can do till Parna time. Youngsters, ideally, because Ekadasi, ideally, you as much as try to do some sense control. That is the principle. It's okay. If you are feeling hungry, and it's better to take it rather than thinking about food, rather than instead of chanting and doing something devotional. So principle has to be understood. Rule, agraha and agraha. We cannot become either way. So we should know the principle and apply, depending on each person's body, family, situation, where they are located, job, whatnot. You adjust the situation. But idea is there. Principle is there. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you very much.